Hello my fellow gnomes, how are you all doing? Welcome back. There's lots of you in the chat. We've got Coco Coleman got in here first, Akos, Pineapple on Pizza, Sarah Gababin, Quantum Bloxer, Pink Texan, Scripted Story, Clips Player, Goose, Mark Melnico or something. Lots of you. Hello everyone. Hope you're well. I am absolutely sweltering here. I've got a kind of a small room that is my office. It's a very hot day outside, and I have this little puny little fan trying to keep me a little bit cool, but that's all I've got going on here at the moment. So what is the purpose of this stream? Well, this was going to be a Gnome Code Academy exclusive. I asked a bunch of people to send me in their games who are in the Academy, and the Academy stream never happened, so I thought, what the heck, let's just make this public for everyone. So the games I'm playing are going to be ones that have been submitted by Academy members, so if you're wanting to like suggest ones for this stream, sadly it's too late because I've already got my list of games to play, but I'll interact with you guys in the chat, and you'll hopefully enjoy me checking these games out. I'm going to try and be brutally honest where I can, so that the people that submitted them, you know, they really get the most out of the feedback. So if you think I'm being like mean or whatever, you know, I'm not. I'm just trying to help these people out, because sometimes you have to be critical in order to actually get somewhere. People saying the camera is blurry. I mean, it doesn't look too bad on my end. Let's see if I open this up on a another window. Let's see if I mute it. It doesn't look too bad to me. It might be an issue for you. Anyway, if you're wondering where I've been, I know I haven't really been anywhere as such because I've been putting out the Dead Rails videos. But I have been on holiday recently. They've just been coming out on scheduled releases. But we're going to be doing a new tutorial series pretty soon, actually, like maybe next month. But at the moment, we are having a vote on what the series will be. So let's see. If you are a member of the Gnome Code Academy, right, then you can currently vote. Voting is now open. Only 6 people have voted so far, but there's 5 options. So number 1 is grow a garden. Okay, so just trying to recreate a specific game. Lots and lots of people have asked this in the comments. So if you want to see a grow a garden type game, then vote for it if you're in the Academy, or join so you can have a vote. To be honest, personally, I think Grow a Garden could be interesting, but I would like to do more of a sort of something different rather than just sort of repeating a Roblox trend. But I'm very happy to do one if that is what the people want. And then option 2 is a tycoon. So this is going to be kind of open-ended, but it's not going to be based on a specific game, but I'm thinking as inspiration, more things like Retail Tycoon, right? Where it's like got a placement system, probably going more in that direction. But there's different ways I could do it. I could do it more of like a classic style tycoon, right? Where you just have a conveyor belt. Few different ways I could do it, but if you want any kind of tycoon style game, then you can vote for that. And then option 3, which is another highly requested one, is Five Nights at Freddy's. So if you want to see a FNAF game, then let's make one. I'd be pretty happy to make that one. I think it'd be pretty cool to do. Option 4 is an RPG. Again, very open-ended genre, but people ask me all the time for an RPG series. So if you want to see that, then you can give it a vote. And then finally, option 5 is an RTS, a real-time strategy game Okay, so if you're not really sure what that is, you know, it's like where you control a bunch of units and you like move them around the map. You build some more units. Maybe you like build barracks and stuff so you can build more units. And then you're fighting either another player or like an NPC or something. Not something we see a huge amount of on Roblox, but surprisingly people ask me to make an RPS quite a bit. So there you go. That is the 5th option. So let me share my screen. There you go. This is the poll that is currently running in the Academy feed. So it's an exclusive to the Gnome Code Academy members. If you want to join the Academy, all the info is on the website. But let's look who's currently winning the votes. Currently, we've got 4 votes for an RPG. So if the votes doesn't change, then we're getting an RPG. But if you want to alter this, then get in there and vote. This thing's got a whole week left on it, so plenty of time to get your vote in. I think this is going to be pretty fun. I've never done anything like this before, where I just let the people decide. So that's all of the bulletin stuff out of the way, and let's get into today's I was going to say today's video, but today's stream content, which is reviewing some of the games from Academy members. Now, the first one might not be too exciting because it is basically a doors game. So we're going to go in and see what we think. We'll judge it based on as a game itself. I don't know if it's just like following my tutorial, or he's just based it off the original doors, or if he's doing something different. But we're just going to judge it as a game. And so I might be a little bit harsh, but we're just going to play this thing and kind of get our first impressions of it. So this is it. This is Doors and Doors Russia, apparently. I have no idea what this says. Ya nadejus tibie eta whatever. Okay, we don't know, but he's telling us something. We'll load this thing. Someone's saying what kind of RPG. Oh, we've got to update Roblox. What a pain. Although this isn't telling us to update it, so why can't we? Can we try again? Is it going to work this time? Oh, there we go. We've got the little loader. Oh, someone's translated it for you. I'm hoping you like this game. There we go. Thank you very much. What kind of RPG, someone asked? A turn-based RPG like Paper Mario, or RPG where you buy weapons with money and kill weapons? Yeah, that's more what I was thinking, more of the kind of classical RPG where you have skills and your enemies and such like, rather than like a turn-based thing. Okay, so this is his lobby area. I mean, I'd say this is decent for the environment. It's nothing nothing too exciting. What is this? Like something you have to buy? Hard mode. I think this is probably unfinished. Oh no, it's a teleport. I didn't realize. Okay, so I actually don't want this to play the hard mode. Let's play the normal mode first. Let's go back into Russian doors. I'm curious whether this is, if it's Russian in any other ways. We'll play it with microwave. Can we see the badges? Okay. Behind bars and glitch fragments. So there's maybe something different going on here. Oh, microwave says he's in the academy. That's cool. Let's we've got too many sounds going on. We'll disable that sound, and then we'll go back into the game. Interesting. What is this thing? That thing's pretty loud. Does it damage me? I have no idea what that thing does. It's extremely loud. I guess we'll just carry on. Oh, an outside area. That's nice. Always shakes it up. Oh, did he just fall? No. Okay. So same area. I mean, this is looking fine as a doors type game so far, but maybe need a few more rooms. We're getting a lot of repetition. You want a bit more variation if you can. Someone says it's using a kit. Is that what? These are public assets, are they? It looks very similar to the original Doors wardrobe, but I'm not too sure. It's a while. Whoops! It's a while since I played it. Ah. Okay, so I died here. And oh, I just respawned back at the. Oh, okay. So there's a bit of a respawning issue there. It looks like we can't. The next room is despawned. And oh wait, no, we've teleported back. All right, okay. So how do I failed to get in the? Okay, so a few bugs here. A few bugs. I wonder if we can get teleported back again. We did the first time. Ah, okay, we're back in room 13. Can we go and interact with anything over here? No, okay, that's just shut. Oh, that feels way too common, the shadow monster. I feel like that comes up way too much. It's just like every... what's happening here? I seem to be completely bugged out now. Can I reset manually? My camera's stuck. I've got to say this is not great for first impressions, that's for sure. Bit of a buggy experience, unfortunately. I think it needs quite a bit more work. So we'll play it a bit more and see if anything else interesting comes along. It'd be nice to see another entity if we can. Oh, I didn't time that very well, did I? So if you're wondering about games to submit, we are only playing the Academy exclusive ones today. So because it was going to be a live stream. I think we've seen enough of this one, haven't we? Fortunately, a bit bugged. So we're playing the games submitted to the Academy over here. So this was going to be back on the 1st of June. Didn't happen, but we're playing through them. If we have time at the end, I'm going to play some of your games. If you want to get access to the Gnome Code Academy, that is over at gnomecode.com. The link will be there. You can find out all the info about the Academy, what you can get out of it. We have this exclusive chat where you can talk to me and other pretty cool devs about what you're working on, if you need help with anything, and you get all the downloads. And most crucially, you're going to get to vote on what the next video is going to be. Just make sure that once you've joined the Academy, you link it to your Discord account, and then you'll get the role in here, so you'll have access to all of the channels. Now, let's have a look at the chat, because I've been neglecting you guys a little bit. Someone said, "Hello Nomi, I just joined and I want to say thank you for all the tutorials you make. They help me a lot. I want to say continue like that. You're doing great. I love you, Gnome." Well, thank you very much. I love you too. I love all my viewers, and it's always great to hear that people get something out of the tutorials and I'm helping someone, because a lot of the time, you can just be a single number, right? Just another number, another view. But when I hear something from my viewers, it's really nice to have that human connection. Know that there's people watching it rather than just the dead internet out there. Mr. Nameless says, "I got the free tier version, but it didn't show the channels." Yeah, so you've got to be a paid member of the Gnome Code Academy to have access to the vote. The free tier is basically just being a member of the Discord and all the chat channels that you have available to it. Someone else says, thanks for helping teach me to script. Could you play Sword Tower, work in progress by Bloxlam Development? Maybe later if we have time. But we've got the next game to go to, which is Teapot Tycoon by Cubics Tycoons. So if we get to the end of this list here and we're still scratching our heads for something to do, then we will play the video from one of you guys. So let's check out this game. Grow and farm your own teapots. I think it's a little bit like Grow a Garden, but with a slightly whimsical twist, maybe. Oh no, it's based on a game from 2008. That's cool. I didn't know that. Very interesting. So this is from Werty, and we've even got a little code in there. Very nice. So let's check this thing out. And here we are. Let's just move that over there. And I think this is probably still like a work in progress game, judging by the UI at least. I think he said it was a preview of his game. So we can teleport to the peak. I kind of don't want to press that, but we'll do it anyway. Oh, nothing happens. So, oh, this is the dev build. Okay. Well, I quite like the look of it, I'm going to say, before I even touch or play anything. I quite like the retro look, and what is this? We've got House, the actor from House, his face for some reason. Okay, let's claim a tycoon. I'm clicking this. Doesn't seem to do anything. Maybe that's just a prompt. Okay, so it's just reminding me I need to claim one. So that's straight away, I would say, something to fix. That looks a bit like a button. And yeah, maybe that was stupid of me, but if you can make if there's a stupid mistake that you can make, then somebody will make it. So you gotta look out for that kind of thing. So let's see. Are we doing anything at the moment? How do we start making view teapots? So let's do a red teapot then. And how do we start growing it? Okay, we're clicking it and now we're growing our teapots. And yeah, they're starting to grow. Pretty nice. That was quite easy and satisfying to do. Little sound effects as well. All those little things are good. Mr. Nameless said, so you're only reviewing Academy games this stream. Well, as I said, if there's time after we've reviewed them, we might do. We've got like half a dozen Academy games to go through. But yeah, if this is popular, then maybe we'll do another stream. So I can now buy a green one, which is worth a little bit more. That's cool. And then let's see, can we take, so in our inventory, we should have, what happened to my red teapots? Or did I just automatically, maybe I auto sell them when I harvest them? Oh, thank you, Rip the Ghost. I appreciate the support. Oh yeah, when you harvest, you automatically sell them. I'm guessing that's what happens in Grow a Garden as well. I've just not really played the game, so I don't actually know how that game works either. 40 buttons left, so I could get myself another planter then, can't I? Cool. And now there's 39 buttons left. Okay, we're grinding away. So, oh wow, 8,500 for the next one. So we'll stick with green. And is there anything else we can buy? A fence, cosmetic. And are these Robux purchases? Yeah, okay, cool. I mean, I quite like that maybe it gets worse. I don't know, but in terms of like monetization, it's like not in your face or anything. You've just got the option, hey, if you want to like auto harvest or double it, it's right here. You can do that. You can pay and make the game a little bit easier, a little bit faster. But it's not all like boom, boom, boom in your face. Buy this, buy that. Always appreciate that. even if it may be bad for analytics. I think it gives you more of a loyal fan base. I'm playing Thai every day. What do you mean you're playing Thai? From Thailand you're playing? Well, hello Thailand. What are people saying? Would I consider making an identity fraud type game? It's a lovely genre. I'm not aware of the identity fraud genre. What is that? Hello, says Pio. Am I late? Well, not really. We've not been streaming too long. We're reviewing some of the games, just the Academy members to start with, but I think we might get on to some other people's games after that. Bro forgot about identity fraud. I don't actually know Roblox games that well, despite what many of you will think. You know, like I haven't played Grow a Garden yet until now. So there's plenty of trends that I just miss out on, to be honest. When I say until now, I know I'm not playing Grow a Garden. But it's almost that. Gnome, how do we submit games after you play the Academy member ones? Probably my Discord is the best place to do it. We'll see how we're doing for time. Hello, whatever your name is, Namgu. That's an interesting little fez you're wearing. Pretty cool. And now we can probably upgrade our teapot. And there we go. I quite enjoy the like whimsical nonsense of this. It's quite fun. And can we... Oh, we can build a fence. Nice. $900 for a mailbox. The cost of living crisis is real. Does that even do anything? I'm guessing it's just a cosmetic item. And my fence is already broken. What's all that about? I want my money back for that fence. Nefarious Toaster said, "Hi Namecode, I've been watching your videos for 4 years now. That's a long time. I was wondering if there was any way for me to ask you a few things before I pay for the Academy." Yeah, of course. I mean, you can post them here on the stream, but I might miss them. Or you can email me, or just ping me on the Discord, whichever you find easiest. But yeah, happy to answer a few questions. Okay, right. We've got 17,000, but we need way more, like 64k. We'll get there, because these blue ones aren't too bad, are they? Yeah, 1,600 each. That's not bad at all. And what's this? Oh, there's another paid thing we can get over here. I'd like to get the rest of the fence. Where can I get that? I think I have to buy these things first, don't I? Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's get another stone path, another foundation. Oh, this is a house. But I want to secure my borders. Oh, there we go. 24,000 for that one. Okay, we should be able to afford that now. There we go. 28,000. We can now secure the borders. It's a complete waste of money, but there we go. Secure. Apart from the slight issue down here. And whoa, it's Jandal. It's the creator himself of Grow a Garden. I think not. Right, we're almost growing these ones, and then we'll actually try and grind up. How many teapots are there in total? Okay, we're not going to go up there, but maybe we'll play to the orange one and do a couple of house upgrades, and then I think we've kind of played this game. So let's sort of give a little review of where I think this game's at. Bear in mind, I haven't really played Grow a Garden, so I'm not going to like critique it compared to that, you know, whether it's like copying it or not, but just as a game itself, I'd say it's doing that gameplay loop really well here. You know, it's very easy. You get started, get yourself a little tycoon pad, and there's not really much friction in terms of like how to get started playing. That can be a massive killer of player bases if someone joins and not sure what to do, right? It's very easy. You just click, you know, highlighted with your cursor, click, you instantly start growing. How do you harvest them? You just run into them and then it automatically sells. There's not like you have to go up, like hold E to then collect your inventory and then you have to walk off to your shop and stuff. It's all pretty automatic, which makes it really easy to play. And then we can see that, you know, our money's ticking upwards, so we've got that satisfaction. These bars are moving. We can physically, we've got that feedback. Feedback's super important in games. We've got the feedback of seeing stuff growing. You know, these little effects when we collect stuff, and there's some little sound effects as well. That all adds to the satisfaction of it. And then we've got all of these upgrades, which seem kind of reasonably spaced out. And we've also got multiple things to do. So it's kind of like the classic tutorial of, classic Tycoon of like expanding our little base as well. And I think it's kind of fun having teapots, right? I quite like it. So yeah, I think this game is pretty good. Now, in terms of how it compares to Grow a Garden, like I say, I don't really know Grow a Garden that well. But the problem this game maybe have is it's too much of a trend follower, right? Does it have enough to be unique from it? So one thing that you probably want is something that in terms of the visuals make it a bit more unique. So Grow a Garden also has that sort of classic look like this. So visually it looks quite similar. It's got teapots growing for it, which makes it a little bit more fun than just growing actual plants, which I believe Grow a Garden does. But I'm not sure if that alone is enough to sort of make it stand out to some extent. You need something a little bit more unique, I would say. I mean, let's see, in terms of players, how is this game done? Well, it's a pretty new game. I think it's still being worked on a bit. They've had 400 visits so far, and, well, it was a month ago they last updated. Overall, I rate this game, right? I think it's fairly fun as it follows that classic sort of tutorial loop. Whether it really has enough to be like a successful game in its own right, I think it would struggle, but you know, given a bit of promotion, that would probably help it. A lot of the time, it's just getting the early player bases, right? If you can get a few players into your game and then see how they act, right? If you can retain those players, right? So if they play for a good amount of time or they come back the next day and play it, well, the algorithm's going to notice that, and then it'll help you recommend it to more players. I am very hot and thirsty. Okay, we should be able to afford the new teapot soon. I think after we've done these, we'll be able to buy it. Truck for $1 million. That's pretty fun. I guess that's why the fence is broken here. But I feel like there's not really any way you can go with the truck. That's why I really like Retail Tycoon, because you got somewhere to go rather than just being completely stuck in your own area. You actually have to go off and buy those new materials for your shop. Though, of course, in terms of like which is the more successful, well, Grow a Garden has massively outstripped them. But I think if you were, I think you'd be pretty happy if you were the developer of Retail Tycoon. Let's be honest. I mean, the game's done pretty well. Not everything is about being number one and ruthlessly following the every single analytic. We've almost got our new teapot. We're just 900 short. There we go. Okay, upgrade it. We'll get the orange one. And we can start growing that. But I don't think we will grind this anymore. But I've had a reasonable amount of fun here. Let's go on to our next game, I think. One moment. Thank you very much for the little tip there. Right, we're going to have to go and track that down. Where is the link? So we have got a few games to play first, but since you've very kindly tipped, we'll have to give your game a play. That's fine. Where do they where can I see that the link to that tip again? I have to go to stream elements, I suppose. Gotta sign in and everything. Oh no, it has shown up on OBS now. I thought it just disappeared into the nether. But there we go, we've got it. We've got it. All good. All good. Let's collect these teapots. It's important business collecting teapots. It's not to be mocked. Alright, let's leave this one. And someone says Limitless. Hey Gnomecode, how has married life been? It's good, thank you. I mean it's difficult as all relationships are, right? You've got to figure things out as you go. But it's a very good thing. I would very much recommend to anyone. I feel these days marriage is maybe going out of fashion, but there's nothing like the sort of beautiful stability of it. You know, you're giving yourself a great foundation there. And of course, it gives your children a foundation as well. And my little one is now growing up slowly. She's 16 months old now. She's causing chaos around the house, but it's good stuff. It's very good stuff. Right, next game we're going to play is Tower Defense 2. Well, actually, no, okay, we'll play the tip. We'll play the tip game. So we're going to... He's very generously donated us $1. We'll play that one first. So AFK Survival by Leclerc Games. Someone says, give your daughter a teddy to play with. She already has loads. She's got a teddy bear. She's got a fluffy bunny rabbit. Someone on holiday gave her a little cat. And wait, what is this? So I need to not move. Oh, but then there's meteors as well. Interesting. Thank you very much for the tip. I see that's getting cut off slightly in the frame. I should maybe see if I can fix that. But I would love to play your game. So I'm getting distracted by... Can we move this box? Because I feel like that is not how it should be at all. It's all weirdly cut off, isn't it? Let's see. That should fix it. There we go. Okay, so the next tip shouldn't be weirdly cut off. I want to say you are a goat. You helped me make my first ever game that has 400,000 visits currently. When you have the time, check it out here. Well, thank you very much, Jova. Very much appreciated. Okay, so I have AFK for 25 seconds. And the AFK record is 24. Shouldn't my record be 31? I'm not sure I follow. Why is the record only 24? So there's a combination of the survival element as well. Interesting. It kind of reminds me a little of my Chaos Survival game that I made, which was based on the a mix of RNG games and natural disaster survival. So maybe I'm just an idiot, but I don't actually fully understand this game, which would be my major critique at the moment. So I've AFK'd, but now the timer reset and I didn't even think I moved. And then we've got an obby here that like we're not supposed to do. But we've got to attempt it a little bit, right? And here we go. Interact. Shield. Shield ready. What does this do? Oh, it's a temp. Oh, that's interesting. One little fix you should make for this is I can see that the position is being set by the server, which means that as I move, you see it's a little bit shaky. So what I would do is I would recommend you give client ownership, network ownership to the client on this, so it'll look a little bit smoother for everyone. So if I stop moving now, my AFK count's going to go up, right? But then if I get pushed, then it resets my count. That's what's happening, isn't it? So I was getting pushed. Ah, so that's another little thing to fix then. But then I barely got pushed then. Was that Peo that pushed me? It didn't look like I got pushed. But if I... Oh yeah, I did get pushed down. But if I have the shields, then we've all got shields, but we can still push each other. So we're not even protected from that. We're protected from whatever on earth that is. That meteor thing. But yeah, disabling collisions would be a good one to have. The Ghost asks, Gnome Code, I have a question. Will you be like gonna all Academy side, or are you gonna do a subscriber special too? Not quite sure I follow, but if you're asking, am I only gonna make content for the Academy now? No, that's not true. So the Academy members get to vote on what the next tutorial series is gonna be, but then that video is available for everyone. Similar to how I did with Dead Rails, the Academy members, they got early access to the video releases, and then they got all the downloads for it. But their videos were still freely available for everyone to view. And it's a similar thing with this one, really. And there we go. We've got a new AFK record. What on earth? Oh, skibidi toilet. Please marry me. Too late. Someone got me first. Okay, so I think I've seen enough of this. I mean, I'm not really a fan of these kind of like AFK style games anyway, like the RNG stuff included. But I would say the RNG games are more fun than this because they introduce more of a reason to keep playing. It's like, oh, well, I want to get the next thing. I'm going to keep rolling. Whereas this game doesn't really have that. I mean, sure, there's the AFK record picking up, but that's not really that satisfying in itself, just an empty number. And then, so I'm not quite sure how you're doing the AFKing. If you're just doing it off movement, which you seem to be, because it's like we can get pushed, then obviously there's the theoretical limit of what, half an hour? Or is it 20 minutes before we get manually disconnected? So I'm not really sure how people can get beyond that like max theoretical limit anyway. yeah, I just think that the game needs a bit more. I'm not sure if you're still working on it a lot, but maybe it needs like you get a cool new sword, or the sword upgrades for every X AFKs, right? Something a bit more tangible that kind of makes you want to keep playing, because at the moment it's kind of like, nah, I'm just here in a base plate and there's a second counter showing how many seconds of my life I'm wasting. It needs some more of a tangible reward, I'd say. So yeah, hopefully that helps. I think there was something you can do here, but as this person said, needs polishing. I think that's fair. Okay, so the next tip we had, sorry, the next tip we had was to play Banjo's Diner. So is this made by a viewer? Yeah, this is by Jova. So this is pretty cool. The thumbnails and stuff look great. It's obviously inspired by Five Nights at Freddy's. And they've even done a little trailer thing. Let's see this trailer. January the 1st, 2000. This is nicely done. Nice trailer. Definitely thematic. Arguably, for the trailers, you might want to throw in a little bit more action, because I feel like since you only have 31 seconds to work with, which is not a lot, after like the 20-second mark, I felt like we were building up, and then it just kind of like goes dark, and we get the date that it releases on and stuff, which is fine, like just as a quick teaser trailer. But considering this is going to be on your game page, I would probably try and use a bit more, because that's a third of your trailer, which I'd say not much is happening in. Got to try and use a bit more of that space if you can. But all of the rest of this looks great. Really like it. Really well done. And it's obviously popular, right? Because, I mean, look at this. Still got an active player base. Fantastic. Really good. So we'll give this thing a play. I'm curious, with it being Five Nights at Freddy's, a lot of the problems I find with this kind of game is, so Five Nights at Freddy's, the reason that's so good is because it's a single player game. So it's just you, it's the cameras and the doors, and it's very simple, the mechanics that you do, but it's scary because it's just you on your own. And the monsters, like, you're not directly sort of engaging with them as such. You know, it's just the threat of them maybe being there, and then suddenly they're there, and it's game over if you're not careful. But what I've seen a lot of games do when they try and make it multiplayer is they lose all of the stuff that actually made FNAF fun in the first place. So suddenly you've got a whole bunch of players, and so you're not alone anymore. That's one thing that you've lost instantly by making it multiplayer. And then a second thing is, usually they allow you to move around the map, right, which was not present in the first Five Nights at Freddy's, which I'd say is what made the whole thing so iconic to begin with, is that you were just stuck in that chair. You can't go anywhere. Excuse. Sorry, I'm still recovering a bit, I think, from the airplane. I was on holiday last week. Well, this week. So getting a bit flared up with stuff. But enough talking about the game. Let's just play it. See what it's like. Okay. So fix camera. Oh, a cutscene's loading. And nothing yet. The game's not frozen, but we haven't. We might need to skip then. That's a shame. It's kind of curious to see the cinematics. Oh, now we're getting a cinematic. Banjo's diner. There's no sound though. Oh, it's just very quiet. I'm used to most Roblox games blasting out the sound. So this is the lobby area, I guess. Here's the diner. These are very small, these doors. I know this is like a pet peeve, but unless it's intentional, but it feels kind of a small scale. The menu is kind of cool. I like having it there at the bottom. Got credits. Well, loads of people involved in this game. Fair play for all the people involved. Got all the update log. That's cool. They got like a community thing. We'll play story or game mode. So is this single player or can we do this multiplayer? Oh, we can. Okay, so go back. I feel like the UI could maybe be improved a little bit. That back button up there feels a little bit awkward. And it feels like it's a bit too much on the screen. I'd like it a little bit smaller. But let's just do a private single player. We'll see what it's like. Okay, that was nice. That was a nice transition. Friends only, night one. I mean, this UI looks good. I like this one. Okay. Getting ready for the night. People asking about submitting games. At the moment, we're just doing games submitted by Academy members and people that tip. But if we have time after we've gone through all of those and the stream's not too late, then we maybe play other games that people just post in the Discord and stuff. Okay, so we're loading. Telling me to use headphones. Check. Okay, we've got a live system. Home of the tropical animatronics that come alive in a way like no other. Ooh, this is nice. We need more sound. This all looks really nice. And the environment work looks great as well. It doesn't, it looks using nice 3D models. It's not like cheaply done Roblox builds. Definitely quality. Ooh, that animatronic is nice. Banjo's Diner. Okay, great first impressions. Fantastic. I wish I could get rid of that low graphics mode. Is that a button for me to press, or is it telling me that I'm on low graphics? Because it doesn't look like low graphics. That's a real shame. It's sort of stuck in the top right there, but I don't think there's anything we can do about it. This torch, is this on? Doesn't seem to do anything. Hold left shift to run. Cool. A little bit of a tutorial is always good. C to toggle crouch. And do I go in here? I feel really low down, I have to say. Oh, it's F for flashlight. Wow, that's bright. I do feel like I'm kind of low down, considering that without crouch, my head is just above the height of the table, and then when I crouch, I don't really move any further down and just, like, that's a tiny amount to crouch. Like, I can't even go underneath the table. So when I'm standing, I can barely see above the table, and crouching, I can't go beneath it. I know that's not really important for the game, but just giving my honest thoughts and stuff. Ooh, center stage. Here we are. This looks fantastic. This looks really good, this room. Even the vending machines look pretty nice. Oh, there's a map in the office. Okay. I'd say I'm not a huge fan of like these transitions between the rooms. Kind of reminds me of like playing an old school point and click adventure game sort of thing, where, or you know, like an old, even like an old Mario game, right? Where it's like, oh, I'm going on to the next screen now. It feels like something from like a retro 2D game, and I don't believe that you're actually loading in and out the world here because it's quite small. But maybe you've done that for some sort of technical reason, like with the monsters maybe. So it's like they dynamically spawn in at the point you join them, so you've got like a little buffer set up. I don't know. But I would rather just move through the doors rather than this sort of teleportation thing. Personally, I feel like it breaks the immersion. And this torch is too bright as well. It's a bit blinding. Right. So the objective, can I still see the objective? Or did it go away? Did it tell me where the objective was? I can't remember. Okay, so that's the kitchen. We've been in the kitchen. I want to find the office. I mean, the torch isn't too bright on these areas for the most part. This looks great, right? Because it's a nice big corridor. But then when we get too close to an object, the brightness is obviously too much. So I feel like they should play about with that. But the environment artwork is great. Like, look, you see they even got a little bit of particles in places, right? Just like a little bit of like dust and air coming out the vents. That's fantastic. So Hip Hop Swamp. We're looking for the office. Hide in locker. Oh, employees only. Is this the office? Personnel. Oh, here we are. The office. And how do I answer the phone?
Hello? Hello?
That's loud.
Oh, hey! You came here, right? Alright, good. Nice to meet you. I'm Jason, the supervisor here at Banjo's Diner. I'm just calling the night and ready for your shift. Alright, first things first. Welcome to Banjo's Diner. As our newest night shift security officer, your job is to make sure the diner is in a safe and functional condition by the time we open up in the morning. Yes, we are shutting down soon, but we're still open for business, so that means you're expected to do your part, and we'll do ours. Now, I won't keep you long, but there are 3 things you need to know before you get started. 1, the power system here is less than ideal. Expect occasional blackouts. When that happens, you'll need to search the building for spare fuses to restore power. 2, inside the security room, there's a board listing your task for the night. You must complete everything on that list before your shift ends. Don't leave anything unfinished. And now 3. This one's important. The animatronics are currently undergoing maintenance, so they may wander around the diner during your shift. Don't worry, they're not too dangerous. If you see one, maybe say hi. They'll probably just want to play with you. Anyway, that's all from me. Hope you're ready. And hey, try to make it out in one piece, alright? Just kidding. Good luck out there.
1 a.m. Okay, so that's the phone guy thing, which is obviously iconic from FNAF. Oh, thank you very much for the little tip there. Hello, Gnome. Love what you do. If you have time, could you check out my tower defense game, Clash of Archers: The Modern Era? It'd mean a lot. Yeah, we'll try and get back to that. But still on this game, before I lose my thread of thought. I've seen the Limitless in the chat saying, bro, this guy with this voice ruins the game by ruining the immersion and telling the brain-rotted players what to do in really boring words. I mean, that's harsh, that comment, but I'm actually going to agree with him here. The phone guy thing is cool in FNAF, the original, and it's done well. I might die while I'm busy talking here. But I'm not sure it works well for a Roblox game. And I didn't think that voiceover was done well. There was no subtitles. And I'm also not sure about the decision to... Why can't I enable my... Oh. That's really subtle. So can you tell the difference between the flashlight being turned on and off? Just by looking at the bottom, the UI at the bottom. That's super subtle. There needs to be more feedback there. But I'm not sure about the decision to like start the player outside of the staff room. Okay, so we need to find all 4 fuses, which I think are represented by these little billboards. So we've got some monster running about. Okay, that did make me jump. That did make me jump. I feel personally that it's similar to those problems that I was outlining at the start before I even jumped into the game. I think the thematic stuff is done really well, but as an actual game, as a Roblox game especially, I don't think it's good. It looks good, it looks cool, and it gives you that, oh, Five Nights at Freddy's feel. Feels like a good scary game, but the gameplay is lacking. It was kind of slow to start, kind of gave me a little bit of tutorial in like, oh, you can crouch, you can turn your flashlight on and off. But then it seems a bit confused about whether it wants a UI or not. It's kind of minimal in terms of UI, right? There's no like mini map or anything. But then also we have this like low graphics mode and things popping up on the screen. And then in terms of what to do, it came through the voice thing, and there wasn't much like text on screen to back it up. And then very quickly, kind of instantly, it's like we were expected to know how to play the game. And if you think about it, all I'd been taught to do is to crouch and to turn my flashlight on. And I'd only just started figuring out how to move around the world. And then instantly I'm killed. Now, that can be okay if you've got like a short gameplay cycle, right? If the game relies on people just replaying the game loads and loads and loads. But with Roblox, that can be quite damaging because I've had to play for maybe like at least 5-10 minutes. I know I've been talking, but I've had to play for a good few minutes to get to that point. I had to join the hub world, do a teleport, get into the game, go through that sort of quasi-tutorial thing, and then get to that point, and then I've been killed. And you know, do I really want to sort of go through all of that again and replay? Many players are going to quit right here at this moment. And that is, you know, really damaging for your retention. And it looks like when I've respawned in, I don't have my flashlight either. Oh, I do have the flashlight, but I don't have the UI anymore. Okay, interesting. I mean, there are the little markers kind of telling me where the fuses are. But okay, there's one here. That's random. But then when you've got these guys suddenly approach you very quickly, and then I don't know. I mean, that looks great. The cutscene is fantastic. But to me, that then just becomes like I'm playing Piggy or something, or, you know, one of those more just like, oh, here's the bad guy, run away from them type games. It's like, are we playing a Five Nights at Freddy's thing? Which, actually, if you think about it, it's not about running away from monsters at all. That's never why that game was successful. The game was about the storytelling to some extent, but it was all about the suspense and the sound work and how it was actually really easy to like start the game, and yeah, you can die, but then you can really quickly restart it. And I just feel like this game is a bit confused about what it wants to be. And I had the same problem with a few of these. I'm trying to remember. There was one game that became kind of viral to some extent. What was it called? Forgotten Memories. That's it. So this is a very successful game, right? 94% approval, 148 million visits, 500 active. This game is successful. Fair play to the developers. You know, the environment work on this thing looks amazing, right? Let's play the trailer, right? Fantastic. It looks great. But I played this game and I don't think it's that good as a game. I'm sorry if this is controversial, but I think it has the same problem of, it's like, well, is it a multiplayer PvE type thing, or is it Five Nights at Freddy's? I feel like the mechanics confused, and this game does it better than like 95% of FNAF type stuff I've seen on the platform. But I think it's a very tricky thing to pull off. Very tricky indeed. But let's move on. Let's move on. We're going to go to our next game suggested by an Academy member, and that is Fruit Juice Tycoon Refreshed. The April Fool's Day event has concluded. We're still doing April Fools in June. Tacos have stopped falling from the sky and eggs have vanished. So it's a 2010 classic with expanded remake. That's cool. Alright, so let's give this thing a play. Did it say it was still work in progress? Yes, still in development. Okay, we're loading in. This is quite a long loading screen for a Tycoon type game. Some people would just quit by this point. Like, that's how fickle a Roblox player is. Because it's not like a Steam game, right? Where someone's gone to the effort of buying, installing the game, downloading it and everything. Whereas with this, someone just click play, they've just streamed in. And it's like, oh, they have to wait 10 seconds to load your game. Nah, you've lost them. Like, you don't believe me? This happens. This happens all the time. For a Tycoon game, you want the load-in to be instant. I like this. It's thematic. I do like that I'm doing grape. I'm assuming I'm only doing grape. It's not just a color. Let's see. Oh no, I have got all of the things available. So this might be interesting to compare to the other Grow Garden type thing we did earlier. So the game was easier to get started because you remember with the previous one, I thought the button at the top was to launch my Tycoon, it wasn't. It was just prompting me, and then I had to go and find it. Whereas I like this one, I just had the UI and I could just click claim and I spawn in. But now, immediately, it's not obvious what I have to do. Right? I've got a lot of buttons at the top, and I've got this tool thing. So the logical thing is to press the tool, but you probably want a little bit more guidance for new players. So we'll do that. And then we get text, hover your mouse over the fruit to collect. And I haven't got any fruit, so there's nothing to collect here. Not entirely obvious what I need to do. So let's look over here. We've got something to insert fruit, but I haven't got any fruit. I can buy a thing. So where do I get fruit from? Well, I guess we'll go over here. Now, I played, obviously, these kind of classic tycoons before, so I have an idea I'm looking for a button, but you'd have thought, okay, here it is. You'd have thought the free button would be more visible, right? And why? I don't really understand why this is up here on this raised level. I feel like you should spawn in. You should already have the orange tree already started, and then that feedback's nice. I'll give them that. That was a nice little bit of feedback there for that button. I like the way that spawned in dynamically. Okay, so the fruit kind of falls through the floor for some reason, and then down into the basket. I mean, that's kind of weird to me how it comes down here through this like one-way. I mean, it's quite fun, I suppose, the way they come down this ramp like that. It's kind of fun, but why? I mean, it could be just as much fun just to be running around and collecting them directly off the forest floor. I don't really like this mechanic. I mean, it's like interesting, I suppose, but I don't think you should have like a separate screen for this. It just feels unnecessary. For instance, let's think of Pet Simulator, right? Or games like that, where you have the coins that all appear on the map, and they look, those juicy coins, want to go get them, and then you approach them in a big radius around you, and it's ding, 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 as you sort of hoover them all up. That's really satisfying, whereas this feels a bit more disconnected, right? I have to like go onto a different screen and then collect them. I'm not a huge fan of that. But where is my... Okay, so I've got 24 oranges for $24, and then I have to go over here, presumably, and make my juice. So insert fruit. Oh, I have to do that all manually. Okay. So it says it's processing fruits. I was kind of expecting to see juice being made. Instead, we just have like bottles dropping from the sky. I thought this was going to be like filling up with liquid. That would have been cool. Because that feels like that's what this should be. It's like a tank. We've got like an input pipe at the top there, and then this like glass where we can see. I was fully expecting to see juice flowing upwards. I feel like you've missed a trick there. So this is a bit of a grind, isn't it? We only got $24. We have to collect quite a lot of oranges. 17, and then we have to come here and we have to click this every time. Yeah, I think this is far less satisfying than the Grow a Garden type game we played. Yeah, I did get scammed. I didn't get any grapes, did I? I have to save up $750 for a grapevine. Yeah, compared to the other game we played earlier, right, there was less you had to do. So I wasn't like fiddling around with a bunch of different menus. Because having more stuff like this doesn't make it more fun. It's just like more things I have to like go and do. But it just kind of feels like busy work. None of it's actually fun. And is less clear. Like, I have to play quite a while just to get my first upgrade. Whereas you really want to be sort of incentivizing the player early on so they can get that first upgrade quick. I like how the trees assemble. That's really nice. But yeah, you want to get that rush of, oh, I've got an upgrade, boom, boom. You want that to happen a bit quicker, whereas this feels like a bit slow. It's okay to have grind, but you want the early grind to be kind of fast and rewarding, right? So it's easy to be easy to pick up. Someone asked if this is pre-recorded. No, it's not. I'm not sure why you would assume that. I mean, I'm not interacting with the chat that much, I suppose, but I'm talking about the games, which most of these are submitted by Academy members, but we played a few ones that have come in on the tips as well. Hello, Legend Leo. Who are you? You've got a tick. Fancy person. Some kind of animation stuff. Cool. Nice channel. 179,000 views. Well, welcome to the Gnome channel. Alright, let's collect more of these oranges. And we'll upgrade the juicer. See what that does, if we can afford it. Yeah, we should be able to. Alright, so we only have to press this once. I thought we had to press it multiple times. Again, it's not that clear. And I actually think the fact that we can access the fruit basket at any time also takes away from this whole thing. Like, it can kind of be fun to like actually go over and physically interact, because I don't even need to do that. I can just stand in this one spot pretty much all the time, right? Which I suppose maybe is like a quality of life feature, but I'm not a fan personally. Okay, we can improve the speed. No, Legend Leo, the game doesn't need to be finished for us to review it. We're playing work in progress games and everything. At the moment, we're just playing games submitted by the Gnome Code Academy members, and then also a few tips we've had coming in. And if there's time, we might play more, but I think that will probably be us done, to be honest, by the time we get through all of those. We've just had another tip in, so that the queue's stacking up. Yayet2877. Hey, me and my friend made a game back in early 2024. It's a piggy game made with no tutorial, and it's not the highest quality, but we are proud of it, and you can play it at, and there's the link, Legacy Escape Hungry Colin. I like the name. That's pretty fun. Yeah, I'd be happy to play that. Right, I feel like I've seen what this game has to offer, to be honest. So, in summary, my main critique is... One, it's called... What's the game called again? The game's called Fruit Juice Tycoon. And where is the fruit juice? Where's the fruit juice? There's no fruit juice here. I just harvest fruit and then I sell it. I want to see some juice. And I feel like there needs to be more reward. Okay, we got a quest thing. But we need more of that. It needs to be more satisfying doing everything. We need to be able to get the upgrades, the early upgrades at least, quicker. These feel like too much of a grind to start. And I'm not a huge fan of the visuals of the world. It's not bad. It kind of feels like it wants to be classic, but it's not quite classic enough, right? It's got some studs here. But it lacks a bit of charm for me personally. This just feels like a worse version of the grower game that we played earlier. It doesn't make me want to keep grinding, I suppose, because grinding itself feels kind of unsatisfying. It feels like a bit of a chore doing this. Clicking them isn't that. It's not that satisfying. Yeah, I know it turns into juice when it goes in the juicinator, but I want to see the juice, right? I just see them drop down and sell. I want to see it filling up with juice. I want to like sell the juice to customers at a stall. That would be more satisfying, I think. It just feels disconnected to me. It feels like missed potential. Okay, let's go and see the next game. So these are the ones we've got left to play. We've got Tower Defense 2. We've got this Flood Escape type thing. We've got Player Studio, Isolation, and then we've got the Escape Hungry Colin game. Let's get that up. That's it. Amazing. And then we've also got a tower defense game, Clash of Archers, the modern era. We'll try and search for that in experiences, but it's always difficult to search for things. If you're still here, are you oh, is this it? No. Are you able to send it maybe in the Discord or something? Clash of Archers, the modern era. If you could ping me with the game. Maybe if I just search Clash of Archers, can I find it? No, I'm struggling to find it. Anyone in the chat can help me? Oh, he's on it. He's on it. He's going to send me on Discord. I didn't realize it was from BBT. That's nice. He made the 8 Nights at Joey's games, if you guys have seen the name code events we've done in the past. Well, while he's sending us the link, let's play the tower defense game. The Burrito Dudes Tower Defense 2 brackets Burrito Rework. So I think, what did he say? He said, oh, he got no info about it. But we'll just play this thing and see. So we've got a lobby. The colors are very washed out here. And it's like 0 gravity. And we have a car for some reason. Isn't this from one of the templates? Okay, I think I'm stuck. Right. Things to buy. Oh, animations and everything. That's nice. That's cool. Oh, lots of UI going on. So at the moment we've just got this thing. Oh, another tip. Thank you very much, Jenny Naval. I really recently finished a little testing of a silly game that I honestly made out of pure boredom. The game is called Teapot Chaos from the user 96Paw. Because you can't find it from searching. It feels bad, man. Okay, we'll check that out. Another Teapot game. Right. Let's just do normal or easy difficulties will do. I wonder if this is made from my tutorial. This UI here kind of reminds me of my a little bit. Let's go. Yeah, oh yeah, they got the islands that I made. Let's play my own map. What a beautiful map we have here. Okay, so it's a little bit different to the thing I made. And can we spam in? We can spam in units, like in my tower defense tutorial. And wait, do we have a max unit count? I can't see it if we do. Can we just spam these things then? I mean, obviously we're limited by money, but that is a heck of a lot of units. So probably want a limit on that. Place towers. Oh, 7 out of 12. Oh yeah, very true. So it looks like they've used my tutorial as a base and expanded on it a little bit. Looks familiar so far. Something that would be nice is a little indicator to show which is your towers. Right, so again, this is all stuff that I didn't do in my tutorial, but these are things that I look for in someone's own version, right? So maybe like little hover indicators like someone just said. So you can see which one you own. Maybe like, I feel like this UI, it's got a bit too much going on. In terms of like the current stats and the next upgrade, they're in two different places and they're like the same size. I think this could be boxed in a little bit better. My camera's probably in the way, isn't it? But I think the UI could be improved a little bit here. If we upgrade it, what does the upgraded one look like? Okay, that's pretty cool. And then we can't upgrade him again. I noticed the image here doesn't change, so he's called a Daburito dude, and then he becomes a valet. Don't really know about the names. The enemies seem to be a bit repetitive, right? He's got noobs and zombies like I had in the tutorial, and then he had a mech thing, which was different from the tutorial, but again, it seems pretty similar. You want some different types, right? Like how in TDS you maybe have like a hidden zombie or like one that moves faster. And balance, obviously, that's the most important thing in tower defense, which I didn't cover on the tutorial, but the kind of thing you want to see in a good tower defense game. You can upgrade this guy again. That looks quite cool. I do like that. That's interesting. Oh, I like this dude with the royal monkey. Nice. Yeah, it just looks a little bland to me. I think it needs a lot more adding to it to give it its own identity. Look at the yeah, I see they're using set part collision group. Yeah, maybe. I mean, it's not really proof that the fact that they repeated that. I see it's failing to load an animation. Is that my animation? Is that what you're saying? Maybe. Okay, I feel like I've seen this enough here. So we'll close this one. This is a flood escape type thing that Gamerlad is working on. I think it's quite early in development. I'm not sure if I'm allowed to join it. He said there's some sort of whitelist system in place. Hopefully he doesn't mind me sharing it here, because I know originally these games that were submitted were just going to be for the private Gnome Code Academy stream, but instead I'm doing it public because I wanted to well, say hello to everyone. And hello Scrat Dev in the chat. And is this thing loading? Oh, I'm not on the whitelist yet. That's a shame. Okay, so we'll have to come back to this one. And instead we'll try out Player Studio. No idea what this thing is. guess we'll play it and find out. Okay, here I am. Kind of fun. The character reminds me of those. Excuse me. The character reminds me of those robots from Japan. Can't remember the name of them, but they've been around like 20 years. They were seen as like revolutionary at the time because like they were the first robots to have humanoid-like movements. Do you guys know what I'm on about? Anyway, can you actually do anything in this game? Okay. I can color myself. Huh. Interesting. Some character customization stuff. So this is still very much a work in progress thing. So is the purpose of the game to be like a full like a demo or a full game? That's what I'm not quite sure. I mean, I suppose it's a demo of like a custom character and a character customization thing. That's all working. I mean, in terms of this little transition is quite nice on the menu. In terms of like the usability of this is probably not great, right? Because you have to like manually type in your color here, and then I don't actually know what color that's going to be until I click it and make my head that color. So you probably want a color picker instead, and so you could preview the color and then select it. Maybe you select the chest piece first, and then you change the color rather than choosing the color and then selecting it, which feels slightly backwards. And then this like change secondary true false toggle. I mean, that's just feels a bit odd. So not great usability wise there. Let's see, what does he say on his to-do list again? Roleplay name customizer. Okay, so it's going to be kind of a roleplay game, I see. Going to add hats, faces, NPCs, all that kind of stuff. Well, I don't think I've really got much to judge on. But yeah, we'll come back later when this game has a bit more to do then. But interesting. Yeah, I don't know if it's an entirely custom character system or it's using humanoid. I'm assuming it's entirely custom. If it's humanoid, then then this is a terrible animation script. But if it's entirely custom, then it's forgiven because you don't have the humanoid animation events to plug into so easily, which is a little bit tricky to set up. Oh, there's an NPC back here. I've just realized. Go away, I'm on break. Fair enough. Yeah, he's missing a jump animation and stuff. Alright, let's leave this. That's player studio. So we're going to play Isolation. It was inspired by Dead by Daylight, Forsaken, and Robloxia Until Dawn. Okay. So I don't know if we can play the single player or if it's a multiplayer thing. Guess we'll find out. And oh, here we are. And where do we go? Through here? Oh. Kill the laugh, survivors win. Well, hey, I didn't even notice. Do any of these menu things do anything? Don't seem to. I like how some of these are just hand-drawn, like the dollar icon and the backpack. You gotta try and get parity among your icons if you can. It looks like we've broken this game here, unfortunately. Maybe if we come back to it later, it might work. Always a bit of a shame when that sort of thing happens. But it can be hard to test, right? If you've only really tested the game like yourself in studio and using like the virtual server thing, and then you suddenly put it live and you've got like 10, 20 people coming in and out of your game in real time, right? Like that's a real stress test for your game. Easy to get like that player logic wrong. But yeah, we'll maybe come back and try this later. So this was a super chat. Escape Hungry Colin. It's a piggy game. So let's go play this. Escape Hungry Colin. I like the name. And the kind of intentionally low effort thumbnail. I mean, it's charmingly low effort. I like it. I already like it a lot. I mean, this is brilliant. Oh wow, that's a lot of modes. Let's play normal then. Oh, these are all teleports. Okay, we're in a glass box. Someone said, no offense, but this game looks really cheap already. I mean, yeah, it does. I mean, he did say that it was just made by him and his friends and it was a fun little thing. But I actually think this has charm to it because it's just like obviously like made at home, right? It's not trying to be a professional game. And that has charm, but it seems to me that the round logic might have broken here. Again, I think so many of us joining at the same time has have broken it sadly. Unless it's supposed to be like a game starts after 60 seconds. Are you part of the developer? Colander, did you make it? Oh, okay, that's good then. Away, here we go. Right, so I'm guessing the monster spawns in at some point later. So we've got to find some keys. And there we go. First key, red key. I know some of you think this is junk, but I really like it. I can't deny it. I like this. It's just so Roblox. Got some bullets. And what's this? A blue... Oh. Where's the monster? Oh, it's Hungry Colin. Oh, no. It's so dorky here. Fantastic. Uh-oh. Hungry Colin. But in terms of like actual improvements to this game, I would say one classic mistake in terms of like the level design is that there's too much space, right? So the ceiling's way too high. We've got this big box and there needs to be like obstacles to dodge around and we've got too much line of sight. So the fact that I can see Colin from really far away kind of ruins it a little bit because he's not going to like suddenly surprise me. And I can kind of see everything from any point within the level. And also when you create big spaces like this, it means you have just a single wall with one texture. You want to try and break that up if you can, right? So adding in like tiny little things like a little like column here or there can just help to break up like the visual monotony of it all. But gameplay, and obviously you'd want some UI as well, right? As we already said. Having some UI so that the player knows there's a countdown happening and stuff just to reassure them. But just for a little like game jam type experience, especially if you're new to developing, I mean, this is cool. It all seems to be working so far as I can tell. Nothing has broken on us yet. I'm collecting gears. I haven't actually seen where I'm supposed to use the gears yet. Do these use gears? I mean, this is just for the code. I don't think I need gears here. I've got a... Oh yeah, that's a good question. I don't think he's a player. I think he's a bot. I think he's just following you directly, using the move to. Right, what's down here in the basement? Oh, here we go. Purple key. And now we've got a blue key. And elevator for Hungry Colin. What does that do? I probably shouldn't get too close to that. So we need an orange key. Yeah, an orange key. And I need to find a blue lock and a gear system. I bet Colin's right outside, isn't he? Oh, no. Oh, it's a player. I think he's kindly letting me live. Am I the only player left? Let's see. What's up here? Do we still... Oh, we still need the plank here. Oh, hammer. I think I saw a hammer. Is there full damage? No. I think we need the hammer in the basement. Seem to remember. Oh, and here's the blue key. What is that? Blue gears? Red gears? And another gear, presumably. So let's see. Hammer, hammer, hammer. And wait, didn't we just use the purple key? Is there... Oh, maybe that's pink. Are you still on the Academy Games name code? No, I think we finished all of them now. This is one that came in on a tip. So yellow key and hammer. Is there anything I'm supposed to do with this, or is this just decoration? I think it's just decor. Oh, what's this? A wrench. Cool. So we need that. Does anyone remember Tin Foil Bot? Probably a bit of an old reference. But Tin Foil Bot was like a sort of joke back in the day. Some guy who kind of like intentionally pretended to be a noob. And he made a series of games which were kind of intentionally shocking, but incredible at the same time. So he would often have hand-drawn assets that looked like they were doing it in paint. Oh, that's an invisible wall there. Bit of a shame. Got to avoid those invisible walls where you can. And his whole thing, Tinfoil Bot, would be that any other user he encountered was like cheating or hacking, or you know, he was going to run off and tell his mummy. So like, he had this song. What was it? Something like report, report, delete. And he sang into this nasally voice. Report, 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 delete. Tinfoil Bot, something. Something along those lines. Oh, here's the pink key. And I can't even remember where we're supposed to use the pink key. Where did we see the pink key? Yeah, Tinfoil Bot was possibly merely. I've heard that discussed. No one really knows who he was. I think maybe it was his own thing. But yeah, he stopped making stuff a long time ago. but he'll always be a legend to me. And this game, just a tiny bit, reminds me of that. Just like playfully, not trying to be like realistic graphics. You know, it's just fun Roblox. Okay, we did a thing. What now? What did that do? We did something. Ah. Aha. What's this? A white key. So we have a white key for the exit door, and then we need the code. Oh, a tip. Thank you very much. Much appreciated. From Gidiot. Hey Gnome, I made a game called Jade Tower Defense. I would love your suggestions. The game name is Jade Tower Defense. If you can't search it, my name is blah, 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 blah. And a second super chat flying in as well. Just like London buses, they never come along. And then 2 at the same time. Pretty awesome. So this one's from KD Plays, and he says, hey Gnome Code, love your videos. Keep up the good work. I remember when you played Mystery Game for a game night. Are you the developer of Mystery Game? What do you mean Mystery Man? Or Mystery Game? I'm not sure. I remember Mystery Man, which was the variant of Teddy. But anyway, thank you very much for tuning in. I've still got this yellow key on me. Does anyone know where the yellow key is supposed to go? I feel like we should have had a plank by now. And I've just noticed this. Eating day, eating day, eating day. Very nice. Well, Colin did tell us he was hungry. Oh, there's the plank. Aha. Now we're in business. Okay. And now we have the orange key. And I remember the orange key is somewhere. Was it outside that we saw that? No, maybe it was in the basement. Here it is, yeah. Hostages. Ooh. Oh, this is the elevator for Hungry Colin. And what's over here? Is this the code? And we got a bunch of people down here. Can we help these hostages, or we're just going to leave them? Well, we'll take their bullets. Thank you for the bullets, everyone. And yellow key. Is that a gun? I'm guessing this is a gun. Yeah. Okay. I have no idea how much ammo I have. And we'll get up here. I'm going to have the gun. Where is Colin? Boom, 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 boom. It looks like it freezes him. Yeah. Oh! Okay, so it looks like you still get taken out. My bad. But Pio can escape. There he goes. And victory. Game over. Success. I didn't think you'd be able to kill him when you jumped on him. At least that's not how it works in Teddy. And I don't think it works that way in Piggy. But my mistake. Okay, that was fun. I like that. For a little game made with friends, it's great. It works. What more could you want? Alright, we're gonna there's loads of game modes to check out. I am curious about them, but I have more games to play. So isolation was broken. Let's just replay this. Just see if we can get it to work a second time. Game starts in 8 seconds. Let's see. Just a reminder, if you're wanting... Oh, the killer's left, survivor win. I think this is what happened last time. Okay. So just a reminder, if you're wanting to have a say on what the next tutorial series is going to be, well, look right here in the Academy, the Gnome Code Academy, you are able to now vote for the next tutorial series. So these are the options available. Grow a Garden, Tycoon, Five Nights at Freddy's, a role-playing game, or a real-time strategy game. So we've got 5 options to vote for. At the moment, the RPG is way out in the lead. So maybe some of these others can come in clutch. But if you want to be able to vote on what we play next, then you're going to have to become an Academy member. You get a bunch of other benefits, which are all listed on the Gnome Code Academy website. You can find out of them here, right? You get access to all my tutorial project files and scripts, early access to videos, some exclusive live streams. This was originally going to be for members only, but I've opened it up for everyone today. And of course, you get to vote for future tutorials and videos, which is exactly what is happening right here. But carrying on with some of these games we've got to play, and we've got this Clash of Archers, the modern era. After defeating the ruthless warlord Gunswong in the First Archonian War, new threats have emerged looking to take the power he left behind. Our elven allies are under attack in the south and need our help. Go and explore new lands, face daring foes, challenge merciless bosses, and restore peace to our realm once more. Just know you won't be alone. Our various towers and heroes will join you in the many wars you have ahead. Each brings something valuable to the table. Who you use is up to you. Go onwards, General, for Archonia, or Arconia. Okay, cool. We'll do that then. And here we are. EM Games, Clash of Archers, the modern era. Nice. This is quite a nice background image. It's a shame that it's so low resolution, because it looks pretty nice. Okay, heroes, towers, and achievements. So are we in the lobby? Sorry, were we in the lobby right now? Yeah. So, interesting. We have to manually collect them? We've got skins. We've got some like story stuff. That's interesting. Trained by Sarah. These elves are fast shooters. Although they stuck with the bow and arrow, they still pack a punch and are the backbone of the elven army. Well, it's nice. There's quite a bit of lore going on here. I think the graphics could be improved. Again, the images seem low res, and the menu, it could be improved, right? Look a little sharper, more polished. But I like what you've got going on here. Okay, what are heroes then? It's just like some random dorky nerd girl. It's like a general in it. So Sarah, and then Glomper. So it's like a fantasy dude and Sarah. Yopa. And Marina. Ooh. Some sort of strange demon summoner. I know it doesn't say she's a demon summoner, but look at that thing behind her. It says it's about mermaids, but That looks like a demon to me. Okay. So it looks like we've got Sarah at the moment, and we have to unlock these as we play. So over here is multiplayer. I guess we'll do multiplayer. But I don't know. I kind of want to play the campaign. Can we not play the campaign in multiplayer? Is this a teleport over here? I'm not sure. Is this a teleport? Oh, it is. Greetings, General. Your services are once more required. We received a distress signal from our elven allies. It appears that one of their forts has been... Little typo there. Has been taken by a Rouge. Another little typo. Elven tribe. Go, General, and reclaim it for our friends. So I think, as I said earlier, I like the sort of storytelling aspect. I feel like it would be improved a lot just by having the UI feel a little bit more polished, right? Like black text on just like a blocky grey background isn't the best. R&J Gaming in the chat says, no, I don't have Academy Discord server, but I am verified on the website. Do you mean like you just email verified, or have you actually like a paid subscription member of the Academy? Because there's 2 tiers, right? So if you're just a free tier, then that just gives you membership in the Discord. But if you're a paid member, then you're a full-on Academy member. All right, we need to place one down ASAP. Oh, there's Sarah. Cool. So what's the health of this guy? Oh, there we go. We got him. Again, the UI feels a bit messy, right? Like we got all this grey stuff on the screen, and this is taking up too much space. Oh, okay, RNJ Gaming. If you've connected and paid, either ping me on Discord or email me, and I'll get back to you immediately after this stream, and I'll take a look for you. Thank you for letting me know. Right, we need to place down some of these. Oh, we got loads of gold, so we can place down... Let's place down this wizard dude. And this dude. I think I quite like the stylistic choice of not giving any of them faces. Quite good, that, I think. Ironically adds kind of character. Oh, we got our own troops. I didn't realize that. That's cool. We're kind of struggling though. Like they're pushing us more than I expected. I don't like the UI at the bottom as well. Like that takes up too much room again. It should be like a billboard or something on the unit itself, or just like a little thing on the side. Like it just makes it a little bit hard to look at, I think. And maybe just some little like quality of life, like little like feedback things here and there. So like when you press down a unit, it feels like satisfying. When you get coins, it feels a little bit satisfying. Feels like a little bit stale at the moment. And we got all that story it was front loaded with. But now I'm here. I kind of feel like there's no story. It's kind of disappeared. Like, where's the story gone? You know, it doesn't have to be complex, but just like some little pop-ups of like, haha, good job. We'll rout those goblins. Oh no, the goblins are taking our grain. I don't know, right? But just little flavor to kind of remind us of what's at stake. So we're hitting their tower, but I don't think it does anything. I don't think our units reaching their tower does anything. I think we just have to get to the last wave, I assume we're just defending rather than attacking. Is this using my tutorial? Or is this an original? Okay, final wave. And maybe I like the idea of a hero. I don't know if other tower defense games do that. I actually really like that as a concept of just being able to place it once. You should probably like remove it from the UI or something once you have placed it. Otherwise it's kind of there forever and it looks like you can buy it, which obviously you can't. It makes sense that you can't. Oh, there we go. Victory. We successfully defended Arconia. We defended all 7 waves and earned gold. This UI looks like it was from my tutorial, I think. Looks familiar. Okay, so we're back in the lobby soon. So that was the campaign, right? Can we go back into the campaign? Does it give us a new level? Or is that it? So beat level 2. What is level 2? If we go back into the campaign, do we get level 2? Oh, we do. Okay. We've now got Fort Dopam back. And then we got the Enchanted Forest. Okay, cool. So there is stuff here. I'm not going to do that today. I think the biggest thing I would work on is polish, really, at this point. It seems like you have the main mechanics here. But having the UI look a little bit nicer. The environments, you know, this looks very bland, you know, this lobby area. Just let's spruce it up a bit, right? Let's have some different sized trees. Maybe improve the lighting a bit. I'm not quite sure what this building's supposed to be. Is it a castle? Is it a palace? A fort? It all just kind of looks a bit like abstract shapes at the moment, if I'm being brutal. Try and add a bit of character to it, especially if we're going to have that lore in the first place. We want the environment to feel rich with the stories that we're trying to tell. And then also just adding that little bit of feedback as you're playing, right? So whenever you do something, it should feel satisfying. You get a little sound effect, a little particle, a little whatever it might be, so that every action feels satisfying rather than just like farming the gold and clicking to place more towers. Someone said it's literally in the void. Yeah, I mean, that's true as well. You can see like the bottom of the world and stuff. So expand out this base plate just so you can't see the edge. Right, we'll leave this game for now. And we're going to play the last of the tips, I think. So we've got Teapot Chaos. Let's see if we can find it. Teapot Chaos. And I don't think it's going to come up, is it? So let's try and... They said it's by the user 96Paw. There we go. Teapot Chaos Alpha. Found it. Right, let's join this. So they described it as a silly game, which, and this is just an early testing version. And should be loading in. Doesn't seem to want to do it, does it? Oh, that's interesting. People are saying that using quotation marks in the search worked. I had no idea Roblox supported that. That's good. I'm just going to try quitting this and reload. Oh, I'm going to try reloading it. Something's gone wrong there. Okay, next map. Extreme level space or Teapot Chaos real. I like this little effect on the background of the menu. That's quite nice. Are we just in the void currently? Yeah. Basic spawn works for me. Whoa, you actually have... And thank you very much for the tip. Can you do my friend's game next? $10, wow. Yeah, we certainly can, Just John. You should have told me the name of the game, though. Gotta get that in your super chat. I've just noticed we have my gear. I don't know when the last time I played a Roblox game that had gear enabled. What a throwback. Ah, hi Namecode big fan. Namecode kills his fans. So is this supposed to be like an obby, kind of like a Fall Guys thing of like a hard troll obby type thing? I mean, it looks fun. I like the teapot theme. Obviously gear being enabled is a bit game breaking. Whoa, okay, that fling is cool. I think you maybe need to make sure the humanoid state is disabled while you're doing the fling. Okay, the game that Just John wants us to play is Find the Gorilla. Unscripted content. Okay, I've got it. I found it. So, is there something at the end? I can't really tell, but it looks like there is something. I guess there's not really any way to like dodge the teapots because they're just falling this fast, and they don't spawn like that far above us, right? Oh, so close, but so far. So is this, is there a round time on this thing? Oh, the round's over. I definitely feel like we need a timer. I couldn't see anything. Rig the votes. What does that do? Is that supposed to be like a payment thing? Maybe. Oh, this is an interesting little way everyone gets teleported together. I'm gonna use my gear. Not cheating at all. Totally not cheating. Ah, thank you very much for the tip, by the way, Miguel Henrique. Hello. After that, can you see my game? Choose one of my profile. The name is... Oh no, so much for my gear. I killed myself. The name is Miguel07Mig. Sure, we'll have a look at that. If anyone else, don't send in experiences now because we won't have time to play them. So don't send any more, please. If you send more, then I guess we'll have to do them another time. But we've been... Oh, I'm not even looking. Too many screens going on, but... Yeah, I've been streaming for like 2 hours, so... We're going to wrap this thing up soon. Yeah, this car thing is definitely safe. Nothing's going to go wrong with that. Yeah. The old skateboards. Anyone remember these? It's a tragedy that they don't work anymore. I'd love to be able to go on my skateboard. But nope, they don't work anymore. How do I improve my UI? Was this your... No, this isn't your game, is it, Nil? I mean, it kind of depends on the context. But, I mean, for starters, look at current games that are popular, or just games that you like the UI of, and try and emulate it, simply put. I mean, this one is decent. I mean, I don't think it's, like, the best, but it's pretty good. What do I like about it? Well, it's fairly simple. Like, vote for next map, and then I've got an option of 3 things to click, right? Fairly straightforward. There's not, and it's not ugly, right? I've got like a dynamic background stuff, so it's slightly pretty, but also clean, and it's obvious what you need to do. That's really what I like to look at for. And thank you very much for the tip, Mario Man. I don't know if we're going to have time to play it, as I said, because kind of pressed for time now. But thanks very much for the tip. I'll note down the game, and I'll try and play it another time. Whoa! Alright, I think we've seen enough of this one. I like the kind of idea of doing Teapot Chaos. I think the game needs work in terms of its execution. One, obviously disable the gear. I mean, it adds to the chaos, but having the players kill each other before they actually play the game, obviously that's not a good thing, right? You want people to be playing the game. 2, I think that you need more of like a clear vision of what the game is. Is the game that you're just trying to get to the end of the map and trying to avoid getting hit by teapots? I mean, if that's, and that's fine if that's the game. So if that is the game, then I think we need to like narrow in on making sure that that's like fun to play. Because at the moment I feel like it's kind of like a fun, wacky concept, but in reality the execution's not quite there, because it's like I'm just trying to move along the map and then a teapot will randomly hit me. There's no real skill element. It just feels like pure random luck. And obviously you've called it chaos, so we're going to expect some chaos, but you need to have a little bit of skill so there's some satisfaction there. So that's what I'd say for that game. But we're going to go and we're going to play Find the Gorilla. Let's see what it's like. Your mission, find the gorilla in every level. Sounds easy? It's not. We'll see, won't we? So this is going to be the last game. Oh no, we're going to play the Miguel one. And then that's going to be the last one. So let's find that one first. And choose one on my profile. So any game, apparently. Don't know how old they are, but Let's Get Talking is the one first. So I guess we'll go with this one. Oh, we missed Jiddiot's game. Jade Tower Defense. My apologies. My apologies. Right. Let's get that one up as well. Let's try the quotation mark trick. Does it come up? There we go. Okay. So we're playing this one. We'll do that one and then this one. Find the gorilla. Okay, that's easy. Level 2. I haven't found the gorilla yet. It's definitely harder. There he is. This reminds me of like old Flash games almost. Like just super simple concepts. Like the impossible game, that kind of thing. Not found the gorilla yet. I don't like all the invisible barriers. Is he in one of the trees then? No. Nope. Not behind the rocks. Nope. 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 I feel like we covered every inch of this. There's something I'm missing. I mean, I've looked down. Ugh. If I'm looking down on the level from this high up, I should be able to see it, right? I don't know where the gorilla is. Oh, haha, nice. Oh, that's hard. Putting it underneath like that. That's sneaky. And it's going to get harder every level, and we're only on level 4. Oh, well that was easy. He's right here. Level 4 is way harder than level 3. Okay, new environment. Should be easy, right? But no. No. Oh, there he is. Where's my gorilla? These kind of environments are really annoying for the camera because it's like you can never quite get your camera in the position that you want it. Oh, there we go. Maybe it's better in first person. Yeah, probably. Uh-huh. Alright, I think we get the idea of this one. So, find the gorilla is... Wait, there's a shop. What's in here? Extra speed. I don't think speed would really help. And these are just donations, right? Yeah. I mean, this is fun as a concept. I don't feel like you're ever really going to get, like, a big player base from this because it hasn't got any real replayability. I guess it's some, like, retainment if people get, like, so far and then they want to, like, come back and do the levels that they didn't get to. But, like, just as, like, a little proof of concept, like a little game jam thing. I mean, yeah, it's good, and I think games like this sometimes, they're good as a developer to make, right? For the player, it's honestly not that exciting, but as a developer, if you can like get used to making just little concepts like this, and make them frequently, right? As a developer, that helps you. It's almost like making a little game jam entry, really invaluable just to be able to make little finished products. So here's a little game, even just like a tiny little thing like this one. And you can see they've had a lot of fun here. And I think it's good for what it is. I don't think it offers anything much more. And to be honest, there's not that much room to expand it. I mean, let's think. If we wanted to expand on this game, what could we do? I suppose we could make... Sorry, we can make it more multiplayer, more dynamic. Maybe it was like race-based, or that would be like a different mode. So you had to try and find the gorilla first. High scores, that would probably go a long way actually. Who's managed to find the gorilla the fastest for each level? That could be really fun. You could maybe randomize it as well, to make it a bit more like arcadey rather than just having the fixed levels. So yeah, I think there's plenty you could do to expand it, but at the moment where it is, I feel like it doesn't offer too much. All right. Thank you very much for the continued Donations, Miguel. So you say don't play Let's Get Talking. You want me to play Grug's Labyrinth. Is that one of these? Oh, I see. Here we go. We'll play that. Cool. So we'll play Jade Tower Defense first, and then we'll do Grug's Labyrinth, and that'll be the final one. And then, what did we have? We had, Stick Newbie gave us something, didn't he? Oh, there it is. Where is it again? I see it in the main chat. Why can't I see it in here? Oh, there we go. So we're not going to play this one today, but just so I've got it. Nope, that's not the one, is it? Oh, Noobs versus Zombies. Yeah. Still can't find it. Noobs versus Zombies, Realish Reborn. No results. Let's go to your profile then. Oh, what's happening in here? We'll come back to that in a moment. Creations, there we go. So that's the game for another day. Let's carry on with Jade Tower Defense. You are an intern for the Jade International Defense and may face many foes on your journey. I quite like the lobby here. Kind of sci-fi-ish thing. We've got one tower and we go over here to play the game, presumably. And okay, cool. I feel like this environment looks a bit worse than the main lobby area. This is a bit too bright, the easy and normal modes text. A nice transition on the doors, but they kind of, I don't know, they look a bit bland to me, especially inside the elevators. But we'll go easy on Crossroad. I don't know, this looks cooler though. I want to play this one. Let's play this one. It looks much cooler. Okay, this does look nice. This does look nice. Oh. So we went into the elevator which said it was normal difficulty, but now we're choosing the mode. Is that the same thing or was that different? That's a bit confusing to me. So let's place down a tower. Lots of information. I'd say this box on the right takes up a bit too much room. Oh, and we've got... How do I close that? Text. We've spotted some infected incoming. I feel all the UI is probably a bit big. Now do your job! Like we could make the tower buying things a bit smaller and the you know, the flavor text stuff a bit smaller as well. Quite like the look of the map though. That's not bad at all. So let's look at these enemies. Oh, we can hover over them, but again, it's a bit too big, right? Bit too big, that, the health UI. That felt pretty smooth, though, the enemies getting killed there. Oh, they're facing the right way when they spawn in. That's a shame. That's an easy fix, though. And yeah, all the waypoints and stuff are visible. Oh, this is a test map, by the way. Okay, fair enough. Another thing with the UI, and maybe you're still working on it, is like we've got this base health here and then the wave counter, and they're both in completely different styles. Try and use like just like 1 or 2 fonts maximum, and have a sort of like color palette to your game, because at the moment we've got like multiple colors and fonts going on, which means there's not like a clear style. So you kind of had like a bit of a sci-fi theme in the hub. It seemed to be sort of grays and blues, which you've kind of got going down here. Like the loadout thing is all thematic, but then the top is more of a mess. And yeah, little quality of life updates would be an indicator of which tower we own, because at the moment you just have to click and hope one of them is yours. Can we upgrade this guy? Is there an upgrade button? I don't think we can upgrade them, can we? So we can just spawn out lots of... Oh no, we can't. Sorry, it was hidden before. Where is my money? Oh, down here. I think you should try and put the, like, round info UI in the same place. And I can understand why you'd put the loadout stuff down here, because it's like where you're buying it. But it just feels a bit confusing to me to have like our base health and our wave stuff at the top, and then down at the bottom, like towers and money. Because I just instinctively looked at the top for my money. The unit looks kind of cool once it's upgraded though. That's pretty nice with like the neon stuff. Is that an infected noob? It's a shame we don't really get to see the mobs because they're killed so instantly. And I know this is obviously like a task thing that you've left the block in. But probably what you want to do is have it like inside of... Oh, that was a teleporter. Have it like inside of this orb, so then you don't actually see them spawning in directly. So that at least then they kind of would transition in. So how many waves in total are they? I mean, I know some games don't say, but I always like it when you know how many waves there are. Partly because it's satisfying to see how you progress, and also you just know like how long you're committed for. Because you know, I could be here, could be almost finished, or I could have like 10 times as much to do. I don't really know. As is the case with a lot of these games, yeah. When you've got a lot of players, the balancing gets off. And that is a hard thing to get right. But yeah, I mean, we're not really doing anything here. We're just kind of waiting, aren't we? But yeah, we'll wait till we get to... Is it worth waiting for Tower 20, Jidit, or is it better to play the other map? You said the other map's better. Which is better to do? Stay here or go over to the other one? I feel like we're not really seeing much at the moment. Okay, let's go see the other map then. We'll replay this thing. We'll be right back. Okay, you guys can follow me. I am following you. The tower shop. The doors opening, are they being set manually by position? I feel like they should look a little bit smoother. I don't know if that's a tween or something. It's intentional. I guess you're trying to make it juttery, but just feels like it could be smoother. Anyway, sorry, I'll look at the shop. NPCs, kind of cool. Storage, hangar, lockdown. Nah, I ain't beating them. Dang, that's why I need some stuff from your shop. So I would recommend trying to get your icons all the same. So you've got like images that you've taken in game and then like ones that you've hand drawn or whatever. The hand drawn ones look like more stylistically in theme. So probably do them all like that. However, it's not entirely obvious what you'll get. Maybe you should use a combination of them both, right? At least with this, it's obvious, like, I know then when I buy it, I'm going to get a swordsman that looks like this. So if you wanted to have both, you could like keep these as the stylistic icon, and then when I actually click on them, it could display like a viewport model of the actual 3D character that you use in the game. That's what I'd recommend doing here. So I have 10,000 coins. Did the admin give us a bunch of stuff maybe? So we'll buy this. And does that do anything? Is it broken? Seems like it's broken. That's a shame. Or maybe it was because I should go back into it. Can I buy it now? Oh, I do have it. Okay. It was just wasn't updating. I see. So I bought some. How can I see what is equipped? I don't see how to equip this thing that I bought. So I feel like this needs a bit of work. And oh, you can get out of the map here. So let's do the crossroads thing. Let's do the crossroads thing and we'll see. Grass Isle and Crossroads. Here we are. So is Grass Isle not complete either? Is it all work in progress? Oh. Again, I'm still confused about the voting for the mode. I don't know if you mentioned that. Because like the elevator says mode, and then we vote for it again. Is that a different thing? Map difficulty is how hard it is to play on it. Oh, in general. So it's just like guide, and then when we get in, then we say how hard. Okay. Oh, thank you very much, Miguel, saying there will be time to play my game. Yeah, we're gonna do it immediately after this one, and then we'll wrap the stream up. So I quite like the way this map goes, going round and then through. In fact, I often feel like the Crossroads map is way too overdone, overused, right? And often gameplay wise it just doesn't work for a lot of games, but people just use it because hey, it's like an old school nostalgic thing, even if they're doing like it, because Crossroads was made for a free-for-all game where you've got players moving in all directions, you got chaos, and it works well for that. And people use it for like, you know, team-based death matches and stuff, and it's just kind of rubbish map. That, but here you've kind of come up with a cool idea, right, of creating a little loop here. So, it actually works. Fair play. I feel like this wall builder thing is maybe a bit messy. I don't know. not bad, I suppose. It does work. I mean, it's obviously it's a bit OP, but just like visually, I don't know if I like it. I think maybe it'd be fine if it just looked different. Yeah, I guess it's just work in progress. If it was like a neat little wall model, it might look cooler. Yeah, I think it's just because it's apart at the moment. It looks kind of off. I think it's probably fine. I've not actually seen anyone else do that, so that's always fun. You kind of have something a little bit different. Because tower defense is such an oversaturated genre, right? You've got to do something a little bit. Not like, oh, you got to be unique, do something nobody's ever done before. Not totally unique, but just something that makes your game a little bit more interesting. Because otherwise, like, you know, there's no grab, pull, whatever. Nothing that makes the game interesting to play or stand out at all. Let's have a look at these mobs. I mean, we've got quite a bit of variation, which I like. It all seems to work okay. I think what this game needs is polish and balance. I think that's mainly what you need. I wonder if you need something, as I was saying before, something to separate this out from the other tower defense games, though. Oh, thank you very much for the tip, Fake Console. Unfortunately, we've reached the end of new games we're going to play. But the tip is much appreciated, and we'll play it on a new stream, okay? But we won't play it for today. But thank you very much. We'll definitely check out Gibidi Box Defense. I like that you acknowledge it's brain rot. That's fair. But the fact that you've had a successful game, you should be proud of that. 370 people in the game. That's awesome. 20 million visits. Well done. I hope you're pleased with that. Don't be shy about making brain rot or whatever. You're on Roblox. Just have fun with it. That's really good that you've done a successful game. All right, I feel like I've seen this here. I think we're going to leave this. We're going to get onto the final game, which is Grug's Labyrinth, okay? Collect Grug's rocks to escape him. This is from Miguel Henrique. I'm not sure if it's single player or it's like a single player horror game. Apparently, it says thanks for all the TikTok creators. Oh, my mouse is locked. There we go. Oh. Huh. I'm looking for rocks. Is this the map? Because I kind of feel like we've... Oh. Yeah, I was going to say, I kind of felt like we spawned on top of the map. We're like outside the map, aren't we? Yeah. Can we respawn in? There we go. Oh, okay. Run away. Run away. I'm looking for rocks. What's the... Bucket? I don't want a bucket. I want a rock. Oh, okay. We do want a bucket. The monster is maybe a bit overpowered. It's kind of fun though. It's silly. I think it works well for Roblox. Collecting rocks, and the caveman's all mad about the fact that you've got rocks. His rocks. Does it save if I die now? Do I keep my 2 rocks, or do I I lose them again. I'm not sure what I do with the axe. Someone said the Grug's a free model. I mean, sure, but that's not really the point, is it? It doesn't really matter. It's about the game they've made, which is kind of fun. People get mad over free models. As if AAA studios themselves even like make every single set. Nope. Oh, okay, so do we keep the 4 out of 10? If we don't, then this is a rage game. Okay, we kept it. So does everyone have their own counter, I'm assuming? Or are it's a Lego man. Or are they consistent for every player? I'm not sure. It's num code. Where was that bucket I found? I keep finding the water. I've not actually seen Grug in a while. It seemed like he was everywhere, and now he's nowhere. Oh, there we go. 6 out of 10. Are you like summoning him when you collect the rock? Because that'd be kind of fun. If when you picked up the rock, like he knew where you were and then he headed towards that spot. But I don't think the game's doing that. Oh, what's this? Slender? What's up here? I assume this is the exit, is it? So when we've got all of the rocks, we can escape. Oh, it's Grug. Run away. And there's Bonnie. Which is actually Richard. Oh, no, because I haven't got water. So I can't go that way. Where does that water go? There's the axe. The axe is of no use to me. Not yet. I haven't seen anywhere to use the axe. I'm seeing lots of axe spawns. There's multiple axe spawns. Oh, here we go. Wait, what? Oh, another bucket spawn. 8 out of 10. We're getting there. So I'm guessing there's one more rock we need to find, and then there'll be one behind the flames. That's what I'm guessing. Okay, so this is 9. And I just saw Grug up there. No, we need to find the water spawn. Where is the water? Oh, I hate video game mazes. Just turns into a walking simulator too quickly. Oh, another tip. Thank you very much for the tip. Unfortunately, we've reached the end of game suggestions for this stream. But everyone who tips will get remembered, and we'll do another stream playing some more of these. So Mitchy Fruit says, hello, I'm a student in ESO. Next year, I'll be in the 4th year of high school. Thanks to your videos and those of other creators, I started programming in Roblox Studio. And he's done a Dead Rails type game. Well, really appreciate the tip and looking forward to checking out your game on the next stream. So Miguel's going to help us get to the room with the flame because I'm doing that badly. And it's not in here. I've got this bucket. I've got the rock here. Why are you taking me in here? No, I've already got that rock. I need to go to the room with the flames. Take me to the fire. Yeah, got that one. Take me to the flames. That was the fire. Really? Oh, did someone else put it out then? Because I didn't put it out. Is it persistent for everyone then? No. Because we all have different rock counts, so I assumed that the fire was localized, but I guess not. Oh, it's Grug. Need a rock, need a rock, I need a rock. What do you use the axe for anyway? Tell me in the chat what you use the rock for. Sorry, the axe. So I haven't noticed it, but I guess maybe they've just all been put out again, like the water thing. Oh, there we go. Hooray. I'm at the TV, trying to escape. I'm clicking it. Oh, there we go. We escaped Grug. Hooray! I have been freed from maze walking simulator hell. I think the game has potential, but I really don't like those kind of maze games that are frustrating too easily. I think maybe if you had, I don't know, maybe you could make the maze look a little bit more distinctive, a little less maze-like. I mean, I think it's fine to have like a labyrinth map, but more recognizable sections so that you can have some sense of where you are, perhaps, would help. And Grug doesn't really pose much of a challenge. Like, once you've seen him, you can escape from him quite easily. And maybe that's intentional. But for me right now, if I'm being brutally honest, I feel like the game's not really fun because there's not really much going on. I would like to see more a sense of accomplishment, I suppose, more feedback, more reason to keep playing. Like the fact that the rocks exist somewhere in the maze. I mean, I suppose that is the hook, right? But it doesn't hook me in. It's not like, oh, right, I really can't wait to find the next bland room with a rock in. And I'm saying this, to give you honest feedback. So I'm not trying to be hard on anyone that sent games in. A game that's coming to mind, I can't remember the name. Is it just called Cheese? What was it called? It's like a mouse. It's like a... What's the game called? You guys know it. Cheese Escape. This game. Right? So this is a Labyrinth game. And in a way, I feel like this is quite similar to the Grug thing. But I think Cheese Escape is more fun. Okay? So let's think about why. I think one, the rat is more fun as an enemy. Okay, it looks slightly more fun, for one thing, and seeing him move about is slightly more scary, and there's more like a sense of I've really got to run away from this thing. I prefer it. Grug has potential. I just feel like maybe the current AI is lacking. I mean, a rat, a caveman, I think both can work. It's not necessarily the fact that it's a rat. But the monster just feels more dynamic in this game. So that's one thing. The next thing is that it is, from my memory, I mean, I played this game a while ago, okay? It's been out like 5 years now. But even though every wall in this game is this like cheese wall, I still think that the map is slightly more learnable. It is a labyrinth still, and you get lost in there, but you can slightly start to get a sense of your way around it, whereas your game is very much just like a grid of like room, corridor, corridor, room, corridor, corridor. And so it just becomes very repetitive, whereas the Cheese Escape map, from what I remember, is slightly more interesting. I think there's even a little bit of verticality with some like steps and ladders, if I'm remembering correctly. And there's like little secrets, and there's more sense of exploration. Whereas your game, it feels more like I'm just running around in circles. I would need to play Cheese Escape again, but to do a better comparison of the two. But I think if you're wanting to improve the Grug game further, this is a good base to go on, because Cheese Escape has 7,000 active players, right? That is huge. 1 billion visits, right? So they're obviously doing something right, and there's a lot to learn and emulate there. But that's really all for today's stream, I think. So as a reminder, if you've made it all through this stream, there's going to be a new tutorial series coming soon, but we're having voting happening. So if you are a member of the Gnome Code Academy, link gnomecode.com/academy, then, and if you're a paid member, you can take part in our vote, which will decide what the next tutorial series on the channel will be. So we've got 15 votes, 6 days left on this thing. At the moment, the RPG is winning. But if you want one of these others, then get in here and have a vote. It's the first time I've ever done it on a vote-based system like this, so a bit of fun for the Academy members. The people that have donated that haven't managed to play on this stream, there'll be another follow-up stream where we'll play a few more games, I think, because this one has been pretty popular, right? It's been pretty fun getting to talk to you guys and check out everyone's games. But that's all for today, so thank you very much for watching, everyone, and I'll see you in a future stream.